Hello, Awakening family. I hope you are doing well today and having a great week so far. We are so excited to be able to meet back together this Sunday in person again. I can't wait to see all of you. So today I want to share with you a story about a man named Horatio G. Spafford. Mr. Spafford was a successful lawyer and businessman in Chicago with a wife and 5 children. In the same year, they lost a son to pneumonia and lost much of their business in the Great Chicago Fire. 2 years later, Spafford's wife and children were crossing the Atlantic from the U.S. to Europe when all 4 children were killed in a tragic shipwreck. As he was crossing the Atlantic himself to meet with his wife on the next available ship, he penned the words to this famous hymn while passing through the place where his children went down. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. Although this man had everything stripped away from him and probably felt much like Job, he chose to have the perspective of heaven. When he had every right to feel defeated, discouraged, and hopeless, he chose to focus on peace and hope. Philippians 4:6-8 says, "Don't be pulled in different directions or worried about a thing. Be saturated in prayer throughout each day, offering your faithful requests before God with overflowing gratitude. Tell Him every detail of your life. Then God's wonderful peace that transcends human understanding will make the answers known to you through Jesus Christ. So keep your thoughts continually fixed on all that is authentic and real, honorable and admirable, beautiful and respectful, pure and holy, merciful and kind, and fasten your thoughts on every glorious work of God, praising Him always." One thing my mother has always taught me my entire life is that happiness is a choice. I've heard it a million times. The older I get, the more real this becomes to me. There's no doubt that we have all had a very challenging few months, and for my family personally, it's been the worst year and a half of our lives after tragically losing my sister last January. But every day, we have a choice when we wake up to focus on the positive and choose to be happy. Or we can focus on everything going wrong and all the negatives of life. One of the definitions of negative is having the light and dark parts in approximately inverse relation to those of the original photographic subject. Think of this in terms of developing a film in what they call the dark room. Pure photos, or negatives, can only be developed in total darkness because some things you can only see in the dark. Take this unprecedented time in our lives to expose and develop the original photograph, God's original intent for your life. Let Him be your revelation light, because if you focus only on the negative, you don't see the full picture. Psalms 90:14-16 says, "Let the sunrise of your love end our dark night. Break through our clouded dawn again. Only you can satisfy our hearts, filling us with songs of joy to the end of our days. We have been overwhelmed with grief. Come now and overwhelm us with gladness. Replace our years of trouble with decades of delight. Let us see your miracles again, and let the rising generation see the glorious wonders you're made famous for." I want to encourage you today, no matter what you're facing, to choose to see God's hand in everything. Choose happiness. Choose joy. Choose peace. Choose to believe that God really is working everything out for your good. Let Him be your wraparound God. I want to pray Psalm 61 over you today. O God, hear my prayer. Listen to my heart's cry. For no matter where I am, even when I'm far from home, I will cry out to you for a father's help. When I am feeble and overwhelmed by life, guide me into your glory where I am safe and sheltered. Lord, you are a paradise of protection for me. You lift me high above the fray, and none of my foes can touch me. When I am held firmly in your wraparound presence, keep me in this glory. Let me live continually under your splendor shadow, hiding my life in you forever.